$45,000 this week trading the 50-50 hyper scalping style. Let me know how you guys did today. We got a lot of PRs this week. I just learned what that means, personal record. So I feel like I'm getting old, but always never too late to learn, right? So, personal records for a lot of people, the $45,000 this week for me is not a personal record, but it is above average. We saw this week the 50-50 style was working really well. But here's the catch. It was working really well with the cheaper stocks. Now, this is Tuesday, made 16,000 on Tuesday. This is a $7 stock. Now I made about 10 grand on this. Um, but we also had Foxo earlier in the week, and this is me trading it a little bit. Why is this not enhanced bit rate? Okay, okay. So what was working this week was one, we were getting follow through. Stocks were actually moving up, uh, and the dips were being bought up quickly too. Right, here's kind of a dub pattern that I was holding. This wasn't a quick 50-50 scalp on a dip. But what we're seeing is the bids coming up. Sellers are being tested. Instead, like this is a bear flag right here. Big move down, pull back, comes here. What happens on this one is it doesn't break through the apex point for shorts. It starts to go against them. And that's when we can start to draw a conclusion that sellers are starting to get in trouble, where they're going to have to start stopping out, meaning they're going to have to buy. So we saw a lot of that this week, right? We also saw like here another kind of false breakdown setup. Now I don't think this one worked, but we'll see here. Did it work? No, I ended up stopping out. So a lot of movement in the market. And when we get into these hot markets in these periods where people start making a lot of money, that creates other traders to also get aggressive. That creates a scenario where if someone sees I'm making a lot of money, they're going to start sizing up, and then it's going to start to also make this snowball effect to the positive side, where other traders will size up, and then it will just become hot. Now, this won't last forever. And this is BCT. I tried to do a little micro dip there. Did get chopped at here, right there. Bad trade right there, because I was trying to buy the dip within the rip. I was hoping we'd break through the apex point here. But you fast forward here, I did scalp the backside on it for a while. Ended up making 10,000 on it. Again, sellers are selling, but then they're getting, for example, here, it's rejecting against them. False breakdown, sell off, and then grind back up. And it makes for a market. Makes for a market where it's easy to get away with sloppy trading. One, two, money's coming in easier. Now it doesn't come without volatility, and there's a lot of people that struggled this week with the volatility. But it's good to see. And so, although this week is not a personal record, this year for me has been a personal record. Currently on the year, I'm up $772,000 gross. I have about $10 to $15,000 in fees to the SEC and FINRA. Now, we don't pay commissions to Thinkorswim, but we do pay them to the SEC and FINRA. It's a small fee, but it does add up, especially, and that's another thing to take note of, just kind of recapping this week, these cheaper stocks, sub dollar, where we're taking 25, 50, even 100,000 share positions, we're taking a lot of shares. And that is why this week I've probably spent more. It's probably a PR week for me in fees. Let me know in the comments what's your thoughts on these fees. Let me know in the comments how you did this week. Okay, if you're red this week, you're not alone. I can tell you that. Um, a lot of great P&Ls in the Discord. Again, free Discord. Come check it out. Um, I mean, it's just like anomaly 30,000 this week. Personal record for him. Goat has been killing it this week. Maybe not a personal record for him, but I know he's done really well. And D trades 22,000. So crazy market. We also got the Mike Tyson. We also got the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight later today. Let me know in the comments if you're watching that, uh, or maybe you're betting on it. Crazy. The overall market selling off a little bit. It went straight up after the election, but I think that catalyst is kind of lost its steam. Um, so not that the SPY has much to do with what's going on with us. It's just these sub dollars for some reason have really taken hold here. Now it's not going to last forever, and let's see here live. So you can come back and look at some of my trading days. This was yesterday, 12,000. Today, only 4,500 bucks, and a little bit of a choppy day for me. But what we're seeing, I mean, look at this straight up move and then nice continuation through the apex point. Then you come over here. I'm up 7,000 on UAVS. And it's just like we're going from one stock to another. And let's see if I buy that false breakdown. I don't. Pull back here. I take the 1 bar pullback there. You just take the little win and reset for the next one. So a lot of great opportunities for hyper scalping 50-50, literally buying the dip and then getting out. All right. 2 comments about that as well. One, when you're rewatching someone's trading, especially with Thinkorswim, you're seeing the bubble pop up. You have to understand that is delayed from when they're actually pressing the button. A lot of you guys are getting in late and getting out late. And again, you have to adjust to the rhythm of the stock. So just pay attention to that. Okay. One, the ladder, you're going to want to adjust that. Some of you guys are not adjusting for the lower price tickers. You do that through, if you follow my mouse here, you do that through these little magnifying glasses up here. You can zoom in and zoom out. So with these sub dollars, the price ladder, it is not the best. But for the sub dollars, you're going to want to adjust that ladder to tighten up the spreads, but not too tight. Otherwise, you're going to not see price movement on your price ladder, and maybe you won't sell when, in fact, you have good profit. What else? I guess that's it. 772,000. So, it's a personal record for me. And that's all that matters. You want to compete against yourself. Yes, look at other traders to see what they're doing, right? But don't get consumed by it. If you're one of the traders that's like ZH, he's up 400 bucks, personal record. He could find unhappiness comparing to an anomaly, who's up 31,000 this week. And you're going to want to stay positive. This is what I'm saying. Very positive. So I was going to go through and see what my best trade was this week. Last 7 days. I don't know. That's not going to quite give us the right instrument. Let's see what instrument. Foxo I did the best on. 12,000 on Foxo. BTC 10,000. UAVS 7,000. So 3 outliers for sure. A lot of shares traded. You go to, let's see, price and volume. So here's the under $2 is where most of the money was made. Now the 2 to 5, not so much on the 5 to 10, not so much on the 10 to 20, a little bit. But again, this week was the sub dollar. It was the sub of the month, the sub dollars, sub of the month. So we go through these, and I'm just talking out loud, but we go through these seasons and these cycles where sub dollars are hot, then the 10 plus are hot, then the 2 to 5 are hot. I'm really urging people to get good at every price range. And again, trading the same approach, the same strategy, but you have to adjust your share size. You have to adjust the ladder. You have to adjust how you interpret what a big seller is and a big buyer. And honestly, sometimes, honestly, when a stock is moving so fast, like we saw today on Ciro during the breakout, I mean, there was no time to verify where a big buyer or seller was. A lot of it was just simple price action. Big moves up, followed by a dip, buy that dip, and sell it within half a second as it pops back up. You do that with 50,000 shares, you can make a lot of money real quick. Now, you could also lose a lot of money real quick. Day trading is risky, but so it goes. So it goes. So, anyways, just thought I'd come on here, put a little video together. Nothing fancy. Let me know in the comments. Get active in the comments. Let me know how you did. Let me know what your thoughts are with the market. Let me know who you think's going to win the Tyson fight. Again, we're doing the Black Friday deal. 43% off Trading Farmer Plus. It brings it to about $400. I don't want to see anybody paying more than $1,000 for any sort of course. I think that would be that's just too much money. So we'll get it down to $400. It's the best collection of classes I got. And if you have questions, get in the Discord. There's a lot of people in there that have taken the course, have watched the classes, and they can answer your questions. Right. With that said, guys, I'm going to head out. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.